Could marry them, but nah, let's do that. That's kind of funny. Who is my house anyway? It's the Tyo people, so let's hope the Tyo live on for a long time. There we go. So we get a -5 for same ruling dynasty. That's really nice. Let's keep it that way. Thanks for the heads up there. From Igar's LV. Cheers, big ears. Jake, what are the benefits of having a good spy network? Faster siege ability, lower aggressive expansion with that country. On top of that, if I can keep my train of thought here for a moment, I might just get this to be to get an edge in battle here, even though it will give me unbalanced tech. I'm a wee bit away from getting the dip that I want. But it will make the war a lot easier. Let's do it then. Unbalanced research plus 0.12. But we'll be spending that with our rooting out corruption. So I'm paying quite a bit just to even out the odds here. But once I get the dip points on the go, I'll be alright. So I'll be leaving behind 4,000 brave warriors to take care of this province, but otherwise let's go to war. We're going to make it the reconquest of... ah, shoot. He's got a couple of forts here. And he put a fort on his capital. He's a clever one. Okay, it's going to be a pretty harsh war. It's kind of tempting me to put Mutapa onto Scootage. Otherwise they're just going to get slaughtered here. But then again, their armies would be really useful in wars later on. Now let them get slapped down. Get our troops into position first, though. Sadly, whenever you march units into there, it can trigger the uprising of natives. Can and it does. Okay, there we go. Ignore you guys, group the rest of you together, and let's go and retake it. We'll make it for Butuya. Why not? Now, there's a reasonable chance that Kilwa are going to offer me Condottieri, because they really do not like these guys. They're rivals. It's unlikely that anybody is going to be sending them against me, although it could happen. Let's just leave behind token force and keep pushing forward, because I don't know how many I'm dealing with here. Well, I do. I need to bring this fort down first and foremost. So, good. I baited him out with this unit that I obviously stuck here on purpose. He's probably going to die, but that's okay. Well, my troops are just too good for that. Jake, maybe colonize some other provinces once this finishes. Once it finishes, I really want to go and get an idea group, but at this rate it might have to be a military idea group, since I am too good with my military. Let's leave behind a bunch of the more damaged people to get repaired, and we will try to take their capital. Come now, Mutapa, the time is now to actually fight, although they're kind of locked in by forts that they know they can't defeat. I almost forgot about Rwanda. Nice of them to get involved. Push on through, I'll bring this fort down. Don't you worry, girly. He's not too bad. Oh, he's at Tech 8, just like his master. Oh, welcome to the family, Kikaballs. Probably killing the names, though. Twitch is such a hotbed of really tricky names. Not too worried about my manpower because... a little worried about that. Get out of this province. I claimed it fair and square. And those are the guys I left behind to actually repair up. So... No, I think we'll keep you here so that you can reinforce the kill if need be. And we might even be able to save Mutapa. It's a bit of a long way, but we can do this. Whilst they are busy just being terrible, let's secure this area completely. I can even get there, but I don't fancy walking through 4,000 extremely angry natives. I'm native too, but the difference is I centralized. Oh, of course, I can't take anything other than an admin idea group to start with. I need to stop being tribal, otherwise I'm in for a pretty bad time. If you want to take a river crossing penalty into my highlands, be my guest. Damn, it feels good to be good. Jake, no more Nevers. I completed Nevers, I'm happy to say. Bittersweet to say, I should say, because it was very enjoyable, but also short and sweet. There we go. Not too keen on that 2-stack there. Let's... of course. Kind of locked myself in here now because of these, but we just got to take them down. And speaking of taking people down, don't want him being there whatsoever. This theme that's playing right now is a theme from Europa Universalis 3. Learn to love it because it's great. Okay, unfortunately he's assembling a bit of an army here that I don't want him to have. I'm not sure if I'm going to have enough to deal with that, but he's probably also going to try to retake his capital. Hopefully he's not going to go north and take care of these guys, because that would be a faux pas for me. Marriageable women. Well, I'll take it for the base manpower. Jake, what's the red box with the 0? Okay, he is going north, but it doesn't seem that he's going for either. Excellent. The colony is finished. Pincer attack. Engage. This box here, that is my corruption. Thankfully, I don't have any of it, but I am paying it down. Due to... Good and good. Due to me having unbalanced technology. I went too far with my military compared to other techs, and for that I am paying. Actually paying about 10% of my monthly income to take care of it. Alright, soon enough we'll be able to break free. The rest of us will stick together for this. Jake, Shamba and Kinga would give you a good strategic bridge for a little bit more time spent on exploration. Well, since it's... what was it? Shamba and Kinga? Ah, Kinga. They would be nice and strategic, wouldn't they? But maybe I want the 6 development instead. Or maybe I want my mission to take Luanda. It's tricky to say. There's the thing, I'm gonna have to go for innovative, economic, or administrative. And I'm not sure which I'll go for, really. Maybe administrative, because I don't tend to take it, and it'll give me extra states, which is nice for my pathetic tribal ass. Okay, good, we can break free from here now. My glorious vassals managed to take that province. That said, I have tons of war score. Anything that should belong to Mutapa should be going back to Mutapa. Doesn't it just warm your heart when you see your vassals fight like that? Malem. Malem never did revolt. And it kinda wants to. It's only 5 years of that unrest. I'd be better taking that and increasing the autonomy and having even less to worry about. Jake, Lunda is already a state, remember? It would be much more useful. Ah, you mean Luanda? Yes, Luanda. You even said that and I just misread it. Okay, he's going on the boats now. He must be getting desperate to get around me. But I could be giving it all back. And it's nice and cheap as well, it's Reconquest. It's becoming more of a favourite of mine to grab a vassal with lots of cores just for the lowered aggressive expansion in taking it back. It's just too good. Jake, I have a question. How historically accurate is each province's good? I could never give a good answer for that. I just don't know. I didn't do the research. And that's pretty much all there is to it. If you ever want to talk about that, it might be well worth your time asking Trin Tragula on the forums. I think he put in a lot of work to this. I didn't accidentally give these to wrong people, did I? No. Good. But I can grab whatever I want here, so I shouldn't be too fussy. And I don't need that final fort. I can see Matapa being fairly not my friend-ish after all this. But I wonder if they are any good at converting land. Certainly good at converting gold into not inflation. So there we go, they're going to get all that back. I want this province. Moravia may want to do many things, but how about giving me their money? That would be nice. Some more reparations would also be nice. Maybe I should link us up. Jake, is non-Eurobabi world conquest possible without exploits now that the discounted cores are default? Oh, it's very, very possible. Has been done without shenanigans plenty of times before as well. Okay, I don't think I have to worry about them getting too mad. And nobody that isn't fetishist is going to get angry here. So really I could just grab... I could just do a land grab here. That would link me up with good old Mutapa as well. And it would leave them to convert these provinces. Might allow Kiowa to do a comeback, but that's where I can use my condottieri to keep my little food basket alive here. These provinces even worth having? For me, at least. I think I'd rather have this capital. Gives me all that sweet trade power over here in Zambezi. Not that I currently need it. Tricky. Also gives me a lot more provinces to claim upon, so I think I will go for that. Wonderful. Humiliate Jake. I don't need to humiliate. This has been humiliation enough for them. Oh snap. These troops are going to be... Well, they can do the walk of shame throughout natives. Inspiring victory. Gives me a few provinces to throw down some cores on. And thinking about it from a states and territories point of view, they're all going to be territories. Relatively high development. Okay, we'll get you guys over here. And I managed to bag all of their forts bar this coastal one. Which I wasn't going to be taking anyway. Oh, and the sad music plays. I don't want sad music. Let's Vuska that. Okay, nice young king wants to marry me. That's great. Means even if he does build up that army, he's going to be extremely loyal to me. It's going to be expensive to integrate you. My poor diplomatic points are getting ruined. I should have focused on dip. Rwanda as well wishes for marriage, although they're extremely old, so I think not. Best thing that could happen is my king dies so I can start getting some admin and some dip points. This is looking good. Tyo has taken over. I still have that spare guy that I should be putting to use with colonization, but I'm not sure where just yet. Although what I could also be doing is making my way into that other group, but no, I think I'll save up my points for now. Kinga, I can't deny, it would be very strategic, so let's work on it. It's Savannah, it's 4,000 people, so if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, give them a couple of those as well, and we'll even give them the cannon. They can take care of Kinga. No need to have all that payment going on. And I don't even think we're going to have much in the way of revolts. My country is a nice one to be in. So that was pretty worthwhile for a no casus belli war. Means we got Mutapa with all of this. And competent cousin. Reforms have been taken. Useless ministers and advisors fired. The army and navy have never been better. It seems as if our cousin is serving the subject state well, ruling with a firm hand and making competent decisions. Wow, I have never seen that before. Rwanda, would you also like a relative of mine on the throne? That's quite a bit of liberty desire change, isn't it? And your dip tech is better than mine, which is also not good. We'll do it anyway. We'll let bygones be bygones, I'm sure. Still, they're gonna go and think themselves better than me once Mutapa gets that big army of his on the go. So maybe I should take Rwanda up on that marriage offer. Or maybe not. What a useless modifier, but it's better than the settler chance going down. Goodbye, money. Hello, unhappy people. Tempts me ever so. I can't be doing with more military technology at this rate. Yeah, my relations are pretty much as high as they can go with Rwanda. That force vassalized us will go away over time. I can't really integrate either of them either, because it's going to cost that dip power that I simply do not have. Hey Kilwa, how's it going? You're allied with Mogadishu and Pate, and hello world, we know a bit more about you. Impressively, the Mamluks are still alive, but they have just come away from a chomping with the Ottomans. Warsangali, as if piloted by Hydronim himself, is doing fairly well. But Kilwa, what can I do with you? Tell me, are you a religious man? No, you're a diplomatic and offensive guy, and you outdo me in military. And you don't know about me. Jake, fire the military advisor. Nah, he would certainly be good for what exactly? It's always just good to get more points. I can spend it on developing if I must. All these free diplomats. Well, let's make ourselves some friends in the Muslim world. Jake, if you're a vassal, can you offer condottieri? No, vassals cannot offer nor receive condottieri. That just gets way too confusing. I've played it with that. A war involving Muscovy. Hello, 13 different sets of condottieri. So, no thanks to that. And as I suspected, that liberty desire is just dribbling away. And those cores are becoming ours. So, how are we doing on the whole states situation? None of this is really statey for me. And it's split between too many areas. I would love to just make it all mine, but because I'm tribal, I don't get as many states as non-tribals. I can only have 10, of which I'm using 9. I don't need you paid for at the moment. Now I can't give my estates to territories, so you can forget about that. Can a subject in an independence war receive condottiere? Well, then they're not a subject anymore, so yes. Pate and Mogadishu. I'm kind of held to ransom by my monarch points here, because I really need to start going along the lines of an admin idea. Well, I can do that until I hit about 1648, and then I might just have to let this grow without a colonist, which is not good. Unless, of course, you get some native assimilation on the go. And we got some ivory. What did we get here? Yet more ivory. I think I like ivory more than gold. It's just worth so much manola. I actually want to check this. Would you like my condottiere to help deal with rebels? Huh. He would, that's the thing. But he's racked with debt, so no. Wouldn't you get another 5 states going up to kingdom and admin 8 though, Jake? I'm already a kingdom, so I wouldn't get anything from that. Well, there's a thought. Why have I been hanging out as a tribal monarchy when I could be going for one of these other ones? Core creation cost, or even federation. Oh well. Can't be helped. Okay, so here we go. We have been draining ourselves 1.69 to keep that corruption out. Otherwise we would have been gaining corruption for unbalanced tech. But now that I research some basic financial instruments, and we seldom read these, but overseas trade is very risky, but also highly profitable. The development of financial institutions like letters of credit will help reduce the risk, increasing our profits. Ka-ching! Now, I don't have to spend on rooting out corruption. Well, I'm spending a little bit, but why is that? Unbalanced research plus 0.06. Okay, I guess it already was unbalanced, because yes, I am 3 ahead still with military technology, but that's not so bad anymore. I want this, it's very powerful, but I don't want to keep paying for it. So... Could develop. It's not unthinkable. Jake colonized the Cape before the Europeans get it. Not so... I've never been interested in colonizing, that's the thing. I'm not about to feign interest now. My goal is to make my way over to Japan. But first off, I have got to reform my government. So it's kind of like speed 5, please. Could put Kielba in their place, but then why? I hope these guys are trying to convert these provinces still. So the Maravi over in Kalonga and Ngongde wish to rise up still, and Timbuktu. Wait, I got one of those, but who was the other? Kalonga and Ngong. It would be better if I just searched, eh? Or brought this up. So, Maravi provinces. Oh, of course I conquered this. I kept thinking this was the one that I had colonized, but no, that was this one. Rukwa. Guess I'll be paying for my people soon. But at this rate, I'll be able to get Kinga finished, then I'll switch out and start going towards feudalizing my tribal self. Jake, if you won't colonize, maybe downgrade Angola from state to territory. I should never have made it a state in the first place, but I can downgrade it later. The thing is, if I downgrade it now, all I do is I lose the income that I get from it. But I'll have to be picky about my states soon enough. Lazy spies, Jake. Yeah, because they can be spies now. Oh, of course, Maravi deserves to be mine. But maybe more Mutapas than mine. I think it'd be better if Mutapa set up these claims. Eh? Mutapa has a core on this province. Occupied Mutapa, annexed, became a core of. So first off, Mutapa took this, and then Maravi struck back. But why do they not have any other cores? Did this used to be a core of yours? I'm very confused. That's not the sound that natives make. Let's get that spending up and begin to really wish that I had actually been maintaining that fort. Alright, you guys might be extremely necessary here. Calculated. Fetish. Oh, Jake, check timeline. Oh, of course. Funny, these things I've had all this while and I forget about them. If I really wanted to know what happened here, I would just hit timeline. Timeline, please tell me what happened in this area. Also, we'll keep ourselves in our field of view so we can admire Tio's growth. So, Mutapa, okay, they got pretty big. But then Maravi decided, no, slap you down and put you in your place. Notice Tyo looking pretty awesome over there. What an excellent nation. Integrating all, Luba smashing down Kuba, and Tyo going, these guys aren't my friends anymore, chomp. And then Maravi poised, ready to take more. That wonderful circle around Luba looks pretty good. The AI will try to keep away from unbalanced technology, within reason. Let's speed it up for the final years, because we're a bit more familiar with those. Chomp. Beautiful. Might have been rebels other than Maravi that slapped Mutapa down. Well, whatever happened, Mutapa still have that core there, so I should probably be going to war with good old Maravi. Okay, I need my ruler to die right about now. Shame we have such a big truce there. Maybe I should go and slam face first into Kilwa. Even if I converted Kilwa. I'm trying to think of maybe vassalizing Kilwa and then just releasing them as a fetishist state, and maybe they would convert land for me, because I'm not convinced I'd be able to convert these all that quickly. I could certainly use the clergy to my benefit, and that might be what I have to do, because I want to control this Zanzibar, one of the most lucrative trade nodes. On that note, maybe I should grab this as well. Zanzibar can be milked pretty easily from by other nations, but rather than colonize them away, I think I will just punch them away. King guy's almost finished. Alright, you're a nice guy, but I think there needs to be a spy network put in here. And Warsangali is looking amazing. Let's improve relations there. And Ethiopia strong. Doubts are long forgotten. Prestige has never been so good. Jake, clearly you need more vassals in your life. Happy that I'm keeping them down, but the thing is I don't have the dip to keep integrating. I've spent so much dip on integration that I really haven't had enough to go around. I want Kinga to be finished soon though. I'll be capping on my admin in a couple of years, so I need this to be done in a couple of years, and it will be. The real bonus you get is when you have a colonist down, getting that new settlers